Hey guys, what's up? It's JDawgs here, and we are back for another episode of 7 Days to Die. My audio messed up during this, so I'm going to kind of narrate what's going on mostly for the most part here. I made a trapdoor to get rid of, so we don't have to worry about that block anymore. So it's a little safer to get in and out of our area and everything. Hopefully what we can do is, next time this won't be a problem. But I'm actually on a different computer right now. I was able to swap hard drives into another computer I had. And so that's why I'm kind of narrating this instead of actually playing it. And so hopefully it's not going to be like really bad audio or anything. I fixed up the house here with some frames that I made and get things situated. Take a little walk around the house to make sure that there's not anything that's overly messed up or anything like that. I want to tell you guys, I checked the refrigerator here. We've got that venison that's left in there. I don't want to take it out for the main reason that it'll attract zombies and stuff. As long as it's in the fridge, we'll be okay. So I go on repairing things here. I want to talk a little bit. I'm going to kind of go off what I talked about in the video, only because the commentary is going to be different, I guess. I'm not sure why my hands did that when I put the door down, but that was kind of weird. I recently ended up having to switch computers. My old computer, for some reason, the processor has been goofy, and I went to shut it off the other night when I was playing League with the guys, and for some reason it just didn't want to turn back on. So I spent the next 24 hours basically trying to set up a different computer. I have wishes, and she has an old one of mine, so hopefully that's going to get all worked out and situated. But I'm probably going to do some cuts in between here and there, and you're going to hear the dog whimpering in the background as usual. But hopefully I do some editing here to where you guys don't have to watch me kind of derp around. And that's something that I spoke about in the video, is I'm going to try to do more edits here and there and try to do where it's not quite so me just derping around and collecting things. So I ended up crafting a few different things and putting some storage away, and I got these seeds here because the blueberries that I picked from here originally, I don't know how you put them into seeds, but I do know how you make them into seeds, but I don't know how you're supposed to plant them, or if you need water, or if I'm supposed to till the ground, or how that's supposed to work. But so I just kind of spam clicked and put them all down here, and just hoping that they're going to regrow. I don't know if they're going to. I don't know if there's something else that I'm supposed to do along with this and make sure that it's going to regrow properly. But I figured I'll just go ahead and kind of plant them down and see if they'll grow. If you guys know what I'm supposed to do, let me know on that, because I haven't done too much research. Like, I'm trying not to spoil the game for myself, and so I just kind of go through finding things out as I go. And but like I was talking about, the resource thing, I think I'm going to try to start collecting resources off camera. If it's just like getting wood, getting stone, and things like that. Also, I don't know if there's an actual hammer you're supposed to collect the stone with, or if it's just using the axe for everything, basically. But anyways, you can see here, I think I collect some stone here in a minute, or no, I skipped that for now. I come back to that later. But I've been trying to keep things situated. I believe, yeah, here I was talking about how there's no zombies for some reason anywhere to be found. I was looking around trying to see if I could see any zombies, and they've just kind of left my area for now. Now, later on, I find out that there definitely are some zombies. But this part, I'm just kind of being wary of going into the houses. I'm trying to get some extra resources, gather up some more things. I'm not, like, extremely great on food. I've got those berries, and that's about it. So there's really nothing else. So I kind of go through the house here and see what I can take, and I find a couple things that I hadn't seen the first time through. One was this air conditioner here. I completely missed it just because of the way it's covered up like that. There wasn't a whole lot in there, but I really did just completely miss it the first time I came through. And then I end up finding, was there anything? Yeah, there was a couple things there. I think one of those things was actually something I left there. the seeds, the maple seeds or whatever it is, and I didn't realize that I had left those in there. But we end up doing some researching searching the rest of the house here. Since there's no zombies really nearby, I don't really have too much to worry about, and it gave me kind of free reign of looking around this place and just you know, getting things situated. Now that I have the house where I've got a door and I've got the trap door, it's kind of like double protection. So even if they get through the door, I found out that you can get to the trash cans here and loot those. I didn't realize. But even if they get through the door, I still have that trap door to kind of protect me. There we ended up finding something kind of cool. It was a mining helmet, which I'm not sure if it's much better or if the light works. We ended up finding another bed. That was really cool. I don't know if you can actually use both of them or how that works, but more than likely, later on I end up making a little bit more storage and I just put it away for the time being. But if for some reason we lose our bed, or we can take that one with us to the next place if we decide to move, which I'm probably going to. I'm probably going to make up a few things and get ready to move out, but I quickly fill up my inventory with a lot of stuff here. You can see we've got tons and tons of stuff that I end up getting, all kinds of goodies. The books there, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be used for just paper or if they're used for something else, so I really didn't break them down. I noticed that there were several different things that I ended up having that could be broken down, like the leather and stuff. So I went ahead and broke some of that down into, the cloth into leather. And then, like, the hat there, I'm able to break down. And I think there was something else I was able to break down. Yeah, I just noticed I had the mining helmet, so I put that on. And I believe here in a moment, I break down the old hat. Yeah, break down the logs that I had, which I had gotten in the previous episode, I believe. So this is kind of weird for me to commentate over like something I've already recorded. So I apologize if it's a little weird of me just saying, you know, I did this, I did this, I did this. It's one of those things where, like, you can see what I'm doing, so there's not too many reasons for me to talk about it. But I feel kind of awkward just kind of commentating over some of this. While I'm actually playing it, it seems like legitimate to where I'm talking about what I'm doing, but like when I'm just kind of sitting here talking, it feels weird. So hopefully it's not too awkward of a commentary type thing. As you can see, like I said, I broke down several things, was able to get some more of the stuff out of there, but I quickly fill my inventory all over again, get a couple books, and that was it for this room. Let's see here. That room was blocked, so I just decided not to go into it. I was going to try to bust that loose, but I noticed that the plank next to it is the one that actually goes into the room, and I sat here for a few seconds. I was like, oh, whoops. So I just kind of skipped over that, because all I saw in there was the bed, and we've already got two, so I really wasn't too worried. Searched this area back here, and I don't believe I found too many things. Yeah, that's where I combined the dust or whatever it is for another wood plank. Kind of get it worked away and situated, and then I wish I would have known I had that seed in my inventory. I would have just tossed that away. Glass pane, some nails. I believe this is where I start breaking down. Yeah, I break down the cloth hat, and I break down. Wasn't there something else I broke down? I'm not sure. I know I can get the glass now though. And then over in this one, I don't think there was anything. No, there was some stuff. So aviator goggles and stuff. I wasn't able to pick those up, so more than likely I'm gonna have to try to remember to come back for those again. If I would have realized that stupid sapling was in my inventory, I could have got rid of it. But and I know I'm probably gonna say way too much in this like over recording thing, because I'm just trying to remember like what I did during the episode, which makes it even harder for me to kind of keep constant commentary. But again, I'm kind of looking around looking for zombies, and I decided to go down over to this other house, and I was like, no, I need inventory space. So we're gonna head back to the house. I kind of put some stuff up, and I do like the way that I've been able to like repair the house so far. I do have a feeling, though, pretty soon, since we're on day 7, it's gonna start getting a lot worse. I do believe I've leveled up a time or two, so that's helped. And going up through here is pretty easy. Like, I have a little bit of a goof up toward the end of the episode, but I had actually started breaking the house itself down for wood, and I just decided against it. But anyways, we get all this put away, and let's see here. Editing this, like, post-recording is going to be weird, so, like, I don't know how many cuts I'm going to do during this. Only because post-recording, like, I haven't... I guess I could have, like, cut up the video and then put the recording over top of it, but I'm already, like, halfway into the episode, so I'm just going to kind of commentate over it. There are some spots later in the video where I'm going to just kind of not talk, and then I'll cut it out later. And I think that'll be the best way for this to work. So I'm going to get this situated and probably, let's see here. Yeah, so I'm done for now. I get rid of that stupid sapling finally. Well, drop it. I keep thinking I can drop stuff off to the side because of Minecraft, I guess. But you can see here I put the bed down there for some reason. I don't know why. But then I put the bed away into the storage chest. And let's see, we put the glass up. And I think that was it. Oh, we put the cans in there too. Okay, and so that should be it. I believe that's all that we did on that section. And then we get ready to, oh, the glass jars, derp. Okay, so those are get put away and reorganize, derping around. Okay, so we get ready to head back out here, and I decide that I'm going to try to go and loot up that house, the one that we haven't been to yet. I kind of goof up with this a little bit. Okay, so we can go down this way, and we end up getting back out of the house again. Fairly secure house, not bad. Like, it could be a lot better, but it's not bad for now. I know a lot of people are normally way further than this, probably, so my house isn't the best, and this is where I recognize that there's a care package. Now, I'm really excited about this. I start sprinting and stuff, and I want to make sure my health is decent. Yes, definitely the commentary's a bit different on this episode. But anyways, I want to make sure my health is decent. So I'm like eating berries as I go through here, and I think that's going to be one of my bigger things is trying to find food, which I notice off to the left over there, there's kind of, it's either like a gas station or maybe a store or something, which if that's a store, that's going to be really good for us to get a whole bunch of food. And then I'm kind of just like focused on getting this care package because from what I understand, they're normally really good care packages, and so each time that I see one drop, I've been trying to go directly for them. And I even think I might have missed one or two. And I just kind of check, make sure I'm going the right direction, make sure I know what my way home. And we get over to this care package here in a moment, and it decides that there's just going to be everybody around. So we finally start seeing zombies near here, and then we run into this, what I guess is a small city of sorts. I'm not sure if it's an actual, like, full-size city or if it's just some buildings, but it looks like a fairly large area, like maybe even some kind of prison, maybe, or something? I don't know. There's no really big fence around it or anything, so I don't think it's a prison. But maybe some factories or something like that. I'm not sure. But we're definitely seeing a lot more of the zombies and stuff that are around here, and for some reason they just weren't where I was, and I think that when I logged in they were despawned or something, and like I had to move around some to get them to spawn. But you can see there it just hit the ground, and you're gonna see here in a moment what I'm talking about. We end up running into these zombies. You'll spot one over there, and then there's another one like off to the right here. You can see him, and then right next to the chest there's actually a third one, and then I didn't know there was another one that even came after that one. So I wasn't thinking, I should have just, like, since I was there, I should have just clicked and ran, but I decided to try to get this guy, And as I'm trying to get this guy off to my left here, I get a nice little surprise here in a moment. And I got spooked during it, but like right now you're not going to, only because I'm kind of telling you about it. But I got spooked by that guy a little bit, and quickly found out that I was being chased by all three of them. So I tried to kill some of these guys here, and my aim is horrible. Like, I don't know if it's just because they wobble back and forth so much, but I am always missing them. And I'm trying to get headshots is what I'm doing. And by missing so many headshots, I'm just kind of derping up here. So I finally decide here in a moment that I'm just going to kind of run around, and since they're so slow, I don't have to worry about them too much. And I just kind of decide that I'm going to run around them and loot up the stuff and get out of here, because it's taking me forever just to try to kill one of them, as opposed to trying to even kill all three of those guys. It seems that ranged is going to be my thing for a while here, and I don't really check this, but it looks like I end up getting some schematics, some antibiotics, 2 more health kits, and then I get freaked out right here. I was freaked out. I don't know what the heck started hurting me. I think it was the ground or something was poisonous, but I got out of there quick. I was like, what the heck? So, yeah. So I head back over this way. I think this is where I'm going to do one of the cuts. I end up going back over to the main house. I collect some wood, collect some stone, get some resources and stuff like that, but there's not too much interesting between here and there. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of the cuts here, and we'll be back once I'm back at the house. Okay, so I forgot that I came back over here, and I did get a couple rocks and stuff back over there. I busted some up. But I did come back over here, and I decided before I head back to my house and before it got too late that I was going to come over here and search this second house and search this car and everything. Yeah, so I searched the bird nest, got some feathers here. There wasn't too much that I really ended up collecting through here, but there was some nice stuff that I ended up getting. I believe, yeah, there's a radiator, some glue, some more rocks that I'm picking up. Over this way, I ended up getting into this house. There's still not too much around as far as zombies go, which is really surprising. I picked up, I think it was another glass pane and some kind of coins or exchange or something. I don't know if it's something I'm supposed to actually use for money or if it's something I'm just supposed to scrap, but I see it here again here in a little while when we're going through stuff. But I head into this house, and you can probably hear shortly here that there are some zombie noises going on, and so I do know that there's some kind of badness going on around this house here, and that there's definitely something inside. So I believe I decided to not get anything from around on the inside. I go ahead and check the car here since there's nothing nearby, and then I end up finding that there's a bunch of yucca that's around this house, which we've been using recently. Yeah, that's where I got that garden hoe from. And then I go around the house here collecting a bunch of yucca because there was a bunch of that around the house, and that's what we've been using for clean drinking water, I guess, or fluids, or whatever you want to call it. Air conditioners. I see a little zombie creeping up on me from the back end there. So I get in, I get the yucca, and I get out so that he doesn't hurt me too much. I don't believe he actually ended up hitting me at all. He swung, but I was just barely out of reach. And so we come around here, I get the yucca that we can find around the house here for more drinking stuff. For some reason, that's something I wanted to talk about too. For some reason, when I'm trying to pick stuff up, especially with like rocks and the yucca plants and different things that have a lot of stuff around them, it becomes really difficult sometimes to target what you're trying to pick up. And I kind of wish there was like a highlight that went over the item or something, so you could tell when you're actually on the item. That would be kind of helpful, I guess. But I believe that's all I did here. I end up going back, I collect some more stone, some more wood, and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to cut again, and I will be getting back with you guys once we get all of this done and get everything collected, because I believe, yeah, this is where I decided to collect all this stuff, and nothing has really grown yet. I checked that too. So anyways, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. So I've gotten everything collected up. I got a bunch of wood. chopped down some of the smaller trees that were right around here since it was getting late already. And I decide that I'm going to try to make a fire pit because, and I'm not sure how I end up lighting this because I don't have any fire on me. I end up losing my torch. But I decided that we're going to make a fire pit so that I can, a little campfire so I can have some light, and that's just stone. So that was rather easy for me to make, just crafting it up. And I get it placed down, and I was really derping out trying to figure out how to get this thing working. And I don't think I put it in the best spot because it's right next to a window where it can draw all kinds of attention, which here in a little while, it just gets so loud. But I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do and how to light it, and I'm like, okay, I wonder if I can just put sticks in, and it just surprised the heck out of me. So it says a sharp stick, and I didn't even see that before, but I guess you can cook stuff on a stick, maybe? I don't know. But you also need like a pan and stuff like that in order to cook things. But I didn't know, so that's something that I just literally found out, like, as I'm watching it, that you can use a stick to cook stuff, so I guess that's going to be something. I decide to try to get, like, a single wood log and see how long it would burn, and it actually burns for 3 minutes, which is surprising. Now, I don't know if I can put a wood log in there and then cook another wood log. I just now thought of that as I'm, like, doing the commentary. So I don't end up testing that. I'll test that next episode. But I think that's a way that we might be able to get charcoal. I don't know. It does say fuel, and there's like 3 separate slots there. And so I guess that's kind of how that works. And then I end up seeing that I got the gas can schematic, so we scribe that up. And then I got a, what is that? Iron leggings, I think it is. Yeah, new recipe, unlock gas can, and then new recipe, iron leg armor. So I get those 2 unlocked. And this is part of the reason, you can see it's so dark now, this is part of the reason that I was trying to get some kind of light going. Because it's just so dark in here, and you can't hardly see anything. I probably should have put that like more toward the center of the room. And I may even make like a second one later on and put it more toward the center. I was more worried about the actual house burning down, because the physics of the game and stuff, I didn't know if it would do like Minecraft does, where if you've got fire too close to wood, if it catches the house on fire, or anything like that. So you guys can give me some tips as to how I'm supposed to use this thing. I tried cooking the rotten sandwich, I tried cooking everything, except the logs, of course, which I should have tried to cook. But anyways, I'm trying to see what all I can do here, but like I said, I'm trying to do these things without having to like look them up and like, because that feels kind of a little bit more cheaty to get the recipes and everything. Figuring them out is part of the fun, and so again that leads into where I'm going to do some more of the editing eventually. And now you can hear the monsters probably. They are going nuts. I'm being hunted, and this fire is giving away so much light that it's just giving away my entire location here. And so I decided to try to just get some things sorted out, see if I can, you know, crouch down and not be hunted anymore, see if they'll go away. But because of this fire, I think that they're just so drawn to me, and they just want to rip my limbs, rip my limbs off. So I think that's part of the reason that they stay around so much. Now, one of the things I'm not sure, like I was saying earlier, is if I'm supposed to make some kind of hammer to break the stone outside. And I think that's what I was looking for here, is if we were supposed to craft some of that kind of stuff. Because, you know, I was just trying to do some things here, some crafting, since it is nighttime, and that's what I try to do during the nighttime, is just some crafting and things. I think eventually I'm going to have to block the window over here up, and I think eventually I may even break down this campfire so that it's not like right on the edge here where it's giving away a bunch of light. I think if it was more toward the middle, it is so dark. I think if it was more towards the middle, it wouldn't be quite nearly as bad. But I end up hearing all kinds of howling and growling and zombies just going nuts and trying to break the house down. And I hope like the security I put down there holds up. I can always do repairs, but like if they start breaking through the floor, which I start freaking about and thinking that they're gonna break through the floor of the or the ceiling of the first floor and get to me, and I'm not too sure about that. I get some stuff rearranged here. Found out that I got a lot more pieces for guns, but I don't know what to do with those. Like, even if I have all the pieces or when I have all the pieces, I don't know how that works or whatever. And, you know, which ones are good to keep and everything. I've got tons of ammunition, I end up finding out. And I've got tons of iron now, which I have no clue what to use that for. So, those of you that kind of watch this and you guys end up playing it yourself, give me some hints and tips and tricks and stuff down below if you want to, and I'll definitely use them next time for the next video. And hopefully the audio and everything for the next one is fixed. Like I said, I've been having some issues with computers and stuff, and hopefully I get that squared away to where we don't have to worry too much about that in the future. But for now, I'm going to have a little bit of these quirky times, and I end up making up a little bit more yucca juice just so that I have some more to drink. And we're running low on food, so that's going to be the next thing we do probably next episode, is try to find some food. And that store we saw might be a good place to go. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode of 7 Days to Die. Take it easy. Peace out.